Hello and welcome to another edition of Extra Connections here on JLJ Media. I'm the JLJ of JLJ Media, James Lott Jr. And of course, it's actually a repeat person, also a repeat offender. He's not an offender at all. Well, it depends who you talk to, but he's a great guy. And I love talking to him. And actually, what's funny is the last time I talked to him, we talked to him about something that was heavy and dramatic and all this stuff. There's a new series coming out. It's called Kombucha Cure. It's going to be on PopstarTV. Check your local listings online for that. But it's coming out on the 21st, which is next week, or this week, however you're watching it. But it's a dark comedy. So we actually talk to see the other side of Jasper Cole. My guest, Jasper Cole. Hi, Jasper.
Hey, buddy. How are you? Thank you
Good
so
to see
much
you.
for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You know you're welcome anytime. So congratulations on a new series that you have coming out on Popstar TV, Kombucha Cure. So
Thank you
can
so
you
much.
explain what your character is and does a little bit and give people a little chance to know what you're doing?
Absolutely. So Kombucha Cure, it's very much in the vein of like Northern Exposure. I don't know if I'm going old school
I
here,
love that show. I loved that show.
right? Okay, so it's really about this little town in northern Nevada. I think it's close to Reno. This little town of people who have sort of decided they figured out a way to take on the big insurance companies and big pharma um, by it's kind of very Robin Hood-ish in a way. But Theo, my character Theo, he's a vet, he's a veteran who's come back to this town, and we've decided to gang together and sort of help each other come up with medicinal stuff that's not pharmaceutical, sort of non-traditional, holistic um things. And it's really, it's really about this town and the people there and how they've come together. Theo has a pet pig. My
Oh,
wife and I, Erin, are kind of very eccentric. We're also yoga enthusiasts. So we teach yoga. I've got the yoga with my gun on my holster and the camouflage. And he's just
yes.
a real he's just a fun guy. Growing up in Georgia, in the South, I
Right.
sort of channel a lot of my good old boy friends that I really love there. And Theo's just harmless. I mean, I think he could, kick some ass if he had to, because he was
Yeah.
obviously in Afghanistan. But
Yeah.
he's a fun guy, and I've got three foster brothers in the series as well. And so yeah, it's got a lot of heart. It's very sweet, but like you said, there is a dark part to it. Dark in the sense that we're sort of taking on these issues of healthcare. And our creator, Cecilia Choi, who is an oncologist herself, and her husband, Michael Snell, co-wrote the show. So we've got this great point of view coming from them who work in the industry, but then they've got this whole creative side of their lives. And she's brilliant. And the fact that she's been able to like pull back the curtain on, as she says, she would like to make things better, for the industry. It's not trying to put it down as much as like, let's see how we can do to help people who need better healthcare, better access to healthcare. And so, along the way, we kind of do the little Robin Hood thing and try to take back control. I think it's so hard not to give away
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
stuff
Don't
that
give away.
we
Don't
do
give
in the
away. Don't give away.
show.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But Theo's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Um, I think sometimes what I love about dark comedies and or dramedies or any comedies they comedy dramas or any comedy days is that you can infuse real life points of view, but in a way that the audience may laugh with you about it and go, "Yeah, I kind of agree with them on this." Or and you can also create the world you want to see, so to speak, and these kind of things, um,
Right.
without being so preachy and
Yeah.
messagey. And you're saying this show is not that at all; it's very much a funny drama thing, right?
Yeah, and it's told the lead character of Laura Cohen, the brilliant Tamara Braun plays her. And as much as, I mean, I have to tell you, we love Tamara and everything she does. No one's ever seen her really get to show the range that she does in this. She plays comedy. Who knew? Well, I know she's funny because I know her off
Yeah,
camera, but she really gets to show the range in this, from comedy to drama and vulnerability. And you know, Mara's kind of a misfit in ways, and Tamara's used to playing these real kick-ass, take charge kind of women, and Mara's not that. She starts out kind of a mess, and we're watching very much like Sarah Jessica in Sex and the City. The whole show is there's a voiceover through Mara's point of view,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and which I think adds like so much to it. So I'm one of the co-executive producers on this, and
Oh,
I have to
okay.
just tell the audience we shot this as a movie in January and February of 2020, and then the
Oh,
pandemic hit, and it was all the whole thing was just shut down, and the film just sat there for 2 years and nothing was happening. So I brought in my co-producer J.R. Rosenberg, and I reached out and said, "What's happening with this project?" And Cecilia was like, "Nothing. Let's resurrect it." And so we really, along with Yorke Fryer, who plays Dr. Gee in this, we got together and we got pretty much, we looked at it and we said, you know what? I think there's a series here. I think this is better for a series. And we literally took the footage we had and cut it into 6 episodes. And it it was long distance. Cecilia and Michael are in Maui. We were here. We did the editing over Zoom. But I have to tell you, it's one of the, I'm more proud of this than anything I've ever been involved with.
well, you know, here's the thing about as I'm talking, I've done interviews all day today. I've been doing interviews all day today, and what I'm finding out is the pandemic made us really pivot and rethink
Yeah.
and re-edit and think outside the box in terms of our projects. It really, really did, because I mean, as folks, it seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't long ago. Everything shut down. Everything literally, and the way we did business completely shut down for a while, and it's still been changed on some level. But I'm hearing from you, like, this was a movie that was filmed before the pandemic. It didn't go the regular route it would have went if nothing had happened, and you thought outside the box and said, this could be a series. And you found a way, because we have Zooms and this over here and that, you figured it out.
And we brought in a brilliant post-production company, dominant creative, David Gillan, who's brilliant. I mean, finally, you know, we got it to a point, then we were able to bring in the post-production. And then Cecilia made 2 trips over. She flew over twice from Maui. But, you know, I was also in a series called The Family Business, and they did their first season of The Family Business was the same thing. It was originally a film that they cut into the first season. So I had sort of gotten inspiration from working on that show, and I knew it could be done. The key was, though, could you do it without reshooting footage? And we did. And I think, you know, now, because it has been announced that we are doing a season 2.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, see, all right. No, I had good congratulations.
I'm just letting, yeah, good news is Popstar wants to do a season 2 with us. So we now will be able to hit the ground running on season 2, knowing that we're shooting, you know, a series, and we will shoot it accordingly. But yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been amazing. And you know what else happened during the pandemic? Indie films, not that they're dead, but everything went to streaming, and everyone decided, I really kind of want to watch things at home. So while this was going to be an indie that we were going to hope to sell, you know, tell God your plans, right? And sometimes it works. It happened for us, not to us, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, Jasper. No, here's the thing. Let's get it out for a second, because I produce audio dramas, and I started doing audio dramas during the pandemic. And what we found was,
congrats on your award nominations and everything.
I said thank you. Yes, thank you for Studio City. You know, and speaking of India, speaking of that, originally it was going to be a movie and became a series also. No, thank you. I'm very honored by working in it, and yeah, I'm very the wonderful Sean Kanan. It is no, but you're right. There's a whole thing now where some folks are going back to the theater. Mm-hmm. Kind of, but not the same way we did pre-pandemic. They're just not. And a lot of folks got their big TVs at home, and they're happy to VOD or stream or whatever. They're just happy to do that now. So for us creators, and like I said, I found for my audio dramas also, people are like, I'd rather do this when I'm driving to work, or I'm sitting in the house and I'm hanging out. I'll pop something in for a good half hour. I'm good to go. Instead of driving somewhere to go to the theater, to go sit in the seat with other people. Like, it's kind of weird. It's one of those weird things that I don't want to say it's dead either. The indie movie is not dead. It's just that it's evolved more outside of the theater into the TV.
The way we're watching it, has evolved. And I mean, I had already pre-pandemic, I had sort of, I don't like crowds.
Same here. Yeah, same here.
And honestly, I'm not a Marvel person, so I'm not a concept movie person. So, I'm an old school, like, give me a good script with characters kind of get me to the theater. Yep. So my going to the theater had kind of changed anyway, but I just think for all of us, we've just got so many of these great platforms now. And what's great about PopstarTV is they're very I'm honored to be working with Associate TV and them, because they're very selective and they don't let a lot of people into their fold. And so I'm very grateful, and I think we're season 2's already being written, and I think it's kind of like White Lotus, in that we hope that we can kind of inspire that way each season. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back talking about season 2 next year, or
however that works.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I mean it's because series is so different than a movie. You put it out, you're done. If there's a sequel, may not be, whatever. Series is a whole other animal, because it's very much more immediate. It's much more, you get immediate buzz from it, or you don't get buzz from it. You find out you're doing well right away. I mean, movies, like, they come and go. You move on to your next project. You're like, okay, well, now I'm on my next movie. And I know how you are. You're a character actor, so you're like, okay, next thing. But a series is very different. That's a very different animal.
Yeah. It's great to be with watch one character develop and how it can change. And so, like you said, for me in my career, I just, the family business was really the first time I was on a show more than like being killed off. So, I've always been like the guest star showing up. But this has been such a labor of love. So Theo's like, he's become really I'm protective of him. Even though, I mean, Cecilia created him, but
well, I think you have a right to embrace the character and make it part of you, so to speak. I mean, you didn't create it. That's a different story, but it's still you. I mean, you're playing it. You have to inhabit the character, so you have to find in there. So I'm going to ask you, actually, because yes, we talked about on the last show. We talked about how you play a lot of scary roles, as you know, because of your look and everything. And folks, he's a pussycat in real life. Totally nice guy, like completely out. Means he's a good. Like I said, told me he's a good actor. So how did you get actually the role to be on the show? Because you're producing and stuff, but like, how did that come about for you to be able to play a role that is actually comedy?
It's so bizarre, because a lot of people know I also manage, and one of my clients is Denise Boutte, and Denise Boutte
we love Denise.
Oh, hello. And she had worked on a film called Never and Again with the same producing team, and so they had approached us about the Kombucha Cure, and they also knew my work as an actor, and so it was really an offer. I got offered to be in it, which I love. And that's how and then I ended up having 4 or 5, like 5 of my clients in the film. Now the series, Jennifer Bassey. So really that just that happened that way. And then I fell in love with Cecilia shooting it. She's just a love. And the way the whole thing happened, with the pandemic, and I have my production company and I produce. And so I represent Yorke Fryer also, who plays Dr. Gee. So yeah, I just felt like a natural thing to want to step in and see if there's anything we could do to try to get this going again. So, but it was an offer. And I don't get many offers.
I want to ask you, because of all probably the offers you get, how many are even comedies? I mean, probably.
Yeah, no. And what people may or may not know is I moved to LA to be a stand-up comedian. I mean, I thought I was going to be the sitcom dad, the sitcom star. I mean, of course, I didn't look like the serial killer in the basement then. But I mean, even if I were the sitcom dad, he'd be on the run from somebody.
Right, right.
Yeah. But no, so comedy really is my love and what I is natural for me. That's why I started my podcast, just to show my natural personality. So I'm hoping, and even on the TV shows I've done, even the comedies I've done, I'm still the
Right,
bad
exactly.
guy.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't think of anything where I'm not. So yeah, I'm hoping this trend just kind of keeps continuing so I can do more comedy.
Yeah, he is funny off camera. We always laugh all the time. But no,
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
that's no, but I get, it's that thing of, you come to do one thing, something. I never I thought I'd be an interviewer. I came to be an actor. I came to LA to be an actor. I did a few productions and stuff, and then suddenly I ran to this place called AfterBuzz TV, and they're like, "You should host a show." I'm like, "Hosting? What's
Yeah.
that?" And here I am, 8, 10 years later. But I know how it is. It's like you come for one thing, and then
I think the
success.
key is like we just stay open. We stay open to opportunity. You're still an actor and you would still act, you'll still act. I love the fact that you do all these things because I tell actors all the time, don't just if you can do other things in the business, gives you some power, right? And you're not just
It
waiting
does.
by the phone or by your DMs or whatever now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's very true. I tell my mentees the same thing. I'm like, if you do a couple of things and have them all going, you'll be good. Because then, yeah, and also, it also, you get jobs when you have jobs. I always
Right.
like that kind of thing, or whether it's something that you're doing yourself, whatever. You're not that desperately waiting. It's like the universe feels that. I always find it feels that. So things may not come your way because they're like, he's over there all desperate and clingy and hanging on to whatever. But if you seem happy, kind of doing other stuff, and then something comes along, and you're like, "Oh, thank
Yeah,
you."
it's like work begets work. And
Yes.
just years ago, I remember when Oprah was first starting her show, she said something about find what you love to do and figure out a way to get paid for it. You
Yep.
know, and
Yep.
even if you don't, I mean, I tell people all the time, you do it for free in the beginning, do it for
Yes.
free because if you love it, you'll do it for free. And there are times, honestly, I mean, if a great theater role came my way, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm not gonna tell you I do it for free,
Yeah, I know, but
but you know what I'm
I know
saying.
what you mean. I know what you
But
mean.
inside, I would do it. Pay's not the
Well,
paycheck's
no.
not the big.
Here's the thing, Jasper. I think what Jasper is trying to say, not all money is good money. Number one, but number two, if you love what you do, and something comes across your desk, as I always say, my old days, my Rolodex, my aging myself, um, that it may not be the amount of money you're getting, because you may gain something greater than the amount.
Right. And
All
people
the
say
time.
all the time when you're producing, they always go, "Oh, well, we can't get that actor. Like, oh, he would never, she or he would never do this." And I always go, "Guys, wait. It's not always if this isn't a kick-ass role and someone really loved like for me, like I didn't get to play this kind of part. If maybe I could go to someone that this is something outside of their wheelhouse. Money's not always the final. Now, if it's in your lane where you
Right.
make your dough, you expect to get paid. But
Yeah.
maybe if you're reaching out to an actor who probably wants to shake it up a little bit,
Yeah.
then
And yeah,
yeah,
right. There's other perks too. You never know. It could be something back end, some business term. It's like things that happen over here, or it could be they want to change their image a bit, like you said, want to shake it up. And so if they
yeah,
do this role at maybe even a lesser rate they normally get, the benefit could be later. It leads them to a whole other path they want to go to.
yep,
So, or puts them in front of people they want them to see in this type of
exactly.
role. Like there's other currency. That's what I was trying to get to, Jasper. There's other
Yeah,
currency in our business in terms of making decisions. That some people don't just make decisions based on the dollar. I mean,
right,
value
exactly.
yourself, of course, value yourself, but not just on the dollar. But there's other currency out there that could work.
Mhm.
Trust me, I've done things I was like, I didn't get paid a lot for it, but it did pay out in the end. I mean, there's some things that did pay out in the end, just
Right.
from that appearance or just from that thing. Uh,
Exactly. And
and also,
some of the big paying jobs have been a pain in the ass, but you
right,
do it because of the check. And some of the lowest paying jobs have been some of my best, my favorites. So I always say it's case by case, right?
Yes.
Everything's case by case. But I tell my reps, don't ever say no on my behalf. Don't speak for me. Let me see everything so I can be the judge.
Yeah. I found that to be true many times too. A lot of people, they may like you. You may like them. You may know them. You may have a lot of connections in this town. You may like them and go, oh, I'll do it for this and so and so. Oh, they're working on a project, then yeah, I want to be on it. Like it's never. And I'm always pissed when some reps do that. They'll just say no, and I talk to the actor later. Oh, I would have done it if they had just asked.
Yeah, they go, I didn't even know about it.
Right.
What are you talking about? It's like,
yeah,
really?
so
Okay. Yeah.
keep that in mind too, folks out there. Other creators like me who are out there. There's sometimes the person doesn't even know what's going on. They don't get past that person.
Right. And so you're great for people watching that have projects. Just don't assume that actor or actors you would love to play your part. Don't think it's you're out of their league or whatever. All they can do is say no.
Right. Hello. I had a project once where I asked my friends, an Emmy winner, and he said, yeah, I'll do it. I said, I'm gonna kill you on an audio drama. Sure, I want to get killed. And he came in, Justin Torkelson, my buddy, Emmy winner.
Yeah.
He came on and he did we worked together 2 hours worth of work, and he was so happy. I had to kill him 5 different ways. It was hilarious. I mean, he just had so much fun. And our show was a big hit because of that. I mean, it's like some people just ask him. They'll tell you what they want or don't want, or what they'll do, what they won't do. They'll tell you. And then if it works for you, then you work with it. If it doesn't, thank you very much. And you on to the next person. I mean,
exactly. It's all good.
I agree with that. So it's so exciting. I didn't realize, I didn't know it was already season 2 was greenlit. So congratulations on that. That's very, very exciting. Folks, doesn't happen all the time. That doesn't always happen. It happens sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah, no, based on season 1, the 6 episodes, we're definitely shooting season 2, and stories aren't completely developed, and cast members aren't set yet because everyone's out there's different schedules, but we're putting it out there. Where season 2 is coming, and hopefully there'll be many seasons after this, but we're thrilled to be with Popstar, and they've got a great lineup of shows, so it's all good.
So Kombucha Cure comes out 2/21/23. That's next Tuesday after President's Day, folks. It's on PopstarTV. So check on your cable where your PopstarTV is. It's on there. You can check it out. You can also go to let's see, where else can they go to if they want to find out more information about this series?
Oh, well, first of all, you can go to my website, jaspercole.com, which has everything I'm up to. That there'll be a link to that. PopstarTV, the app, download the app, and you'll see the trailer. And so it's going to be one episode for the first 6 weeks, and then all 6 will go up on their on their app.
Perfect.
In perpetuity, yeah. So, but I'm so happy to see you.
Same here, Jasper. Same here. Like I said, we're connected. We're out there. We see each other doing our stuff. You're always out there booked and busy. I'm always creating whatever I'm creating.
I have to tell you, I just moved in Palm Springs. I have my place in LA, but we just moved to a new house literally today. This is my first. That's why I really look like I've been embalmed. I look like I'm in the casket actually behind me. I just realized that.
Oh my gosh.
Horrible. I don't have my ring light. So I have no vanity whatsoever. But this is my first interview in my new home.
Yes. Yay. Glad it was with me. Congratulations on your new home.
Thank you.
Down in Palm Springs. Everybody's going to Palm. They're leaving LA. They're going to Palm Springs. I
swear to God, it's great. Everywhere. I mean, it's just, I turn around, there's an LA friend here.
Yeah, they're going. Folks, they're going, no, seriously. LA's a little expensive. And a little crowded, a little too much sometimes. I understand.
We're not giving up our LA apartments and homes because I know you've got your pad.
I have my place. I'll be here. We're not getting rid of this. Nope.
They can pull you out toes first, right? Feet out the door first. James is like, nope.
And you know I am here in Inglewood. You know I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going.
And
They're trying.
your neighborhood is really exploded.
It has. They're trying. Don't trust me. They're trying. They're trying. They're trying to give me some offers, and I'm like, nope.
Just you know what? Just
yeah.
It's only going to go up.
It is. Oh, you're seriously right. Seriously. So,
But we digress.
Yeah, sorry, we digress. But Jasper, always great talking to you. Always.
My friend, thank you. Much continued success. Thank you for your love and support, everyone. Thank you for watching the show. Hope you'll check it out. And my podcast, One-on-One with Jasper Cole, is back, season 10. We just did our 4th episode, so find that on all the Spotify, whatever, Spreaker, all those things.
All those things, of course. Yeah. And I'm James Lott Jr. We're all James Jr. sold at James Lott Jr. all social media platforms. JLJ Media is everywhere. Of course, this will be on YouTube. Share this with anybody you think needs to hear this and who likes dark comedies. Share this, and people who are fans of his or Tamara Braun. Also, there's a lot of people who are fans. There's a lot of people in this series that are on here. So make sure you share it with everybody so we can tune in and watch it. I'm going to watch it. I can't wait to see what happens and see what he does. I just want to see you do comedy. So I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. But also we're on all audio streaming services too. Like him, we're on Spreaker, so we're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, all those things. Wherever you get your podcast, go there and check it out. Extra Connections is on Facebook. Everyone, take care, you guys, and support indie artists.
Yes. Thank you, guys.